Hi, it's Willie Crawford here, and I appreciate your attention for a few minutes. Not for myself, but I'm trying to help out with numerous charities across the U.S. and Canada. As I've mentioned many times to you, I'm a member of ITEX, which is the largest business barter organization in North America. We have over 25,000 members across the U.S. and Canada. And many of these members are actually nonprofits. Some of our biggest members actually are nonprofits, and other big members include major media, newspapers, magazines, billboards, salespeople, cable TV, things like that. And another large segment of our membership is in the travel industry, hotels and resorts and things like that. So we are a wide variety of business owners, for profit and nonprofit. I, for example, earn my barter dollars by selling a variety of digital products and services. And I sell electrons basically, or my services, and I turn around and use that money to buy goods and services that I need. This time of the year, many of us are looking for ways to reduce our taxes, and so we look at giving charitable contributions. And this email is from John Castoro, who runs the largest ITEX franchise in North America, and he's been running the largest franchise for 30 years in a row. So I interviewed him about a month ago, and his interview is somewhere on my YouTube channel. I'll link to that in the comments too below the video. So if you want to read that interview and know more about ITEX, who we are and what we do. He reveals things like that even President Trump used to be a member of ITEX. I don't know whether he still is or not, but Trump traded on barter for rooms in his famous Trump Tower in New York. So lots of businesses do barter. And if you'd like more information on ITEX, you can just reach out to me via social media, or you can even text me at 850-353-1347. And I do request that you text me that number because that number is not manned all the time. And yet somebody on my team will get back to you if you just text and make the subject of your text, or indicate in the text you'd like more information on iText. That number again is 850-353-1347. John's note here starts out with, "We hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend as we move into Giving Tuesday, which is December 2nd. Uh, we're reaching out with an opportunity to make a real difference using your iText dollars." And he says, "Below is a list of incredible charities that need your help, our help. If you'd like to donate, simply reply and tell us how much you want to give and to which organization." And then points out that this uh, our goal is to raise $100,000 in high-tax dollars to give to these organizations. And there are, of course, tax benefits. If you're going to be hit with taxes anyway, why not spend the money on things of your choice? And he says, please help if you can. Even small donations make a big difference. Together, we've always stepped up for kids, veterans, animals, and families in need. Let's do it again. And then here's a list of the national charities, and I'll read some of them, probably not all of them. Uh, there's hirevet.org. Hirevet.org is a nationwide nonprofit organization and a leader in providing transitioning military members and civilians with technical education, skill building activities, and meaningful experience for those that are ready to enjoy the next step in their life. And being a retired vet, I know how hard transitioning from military life can be for some, and a lot need rehabilitation and things like that. The next one is the Little St. Nick Foundation, and the Little St. Nick Foundation at littlesaintnick.org provides toys, entertainment systems, and celebrity visits to terminally ill children in local hospitals, making hospitals a less scary place. So that's certainly worth helping out with, if we are so inclined. The next one you list is, say, My Father's Vineyard. My Father's Vineyard. There, the mission is to continue to provide the highest quality of education, motivation, and practical assistance that is humanly possible. It doesn't say to whom, but that's one. And then there's Chabad of Woodstock. Chabad is dedicated to making the beauty and joy of our Jewish traditions and heritage accessible. So it's a Jewish organization. Relevant and meaningful to all, we strive to create a warm, non-judgmental, and inviting atmosphere. And see, next is the Southern New Jersey Community Center. And it says it's one of the area's most involved community advocates. LaWanda Reed helps others achieve their goals of social service through the support of the Southern New Jersey Community Services Organization. LaWanda and her team are absolutely committed to improving the lives of people in Southern New Jersey and welcome those who help in that cause. And next is Affordable Housing and Remodeling Foundation. They provide affordable, safe housing for low-income families through home building and remodeling programs. And there is Alive on the Lakeshore. They don't have a website, but they host a Unity Christian Music Festival to support multiple Christian nonprofits across Western Michigan. And then there's the All Rise Foundation for the Homeless. They support individuals experiencing homelessness through outreach, essential supplies, and community support. And there is the American Heart Association, uh, which is a national leader in, let's see, you scroll down, my computer's halfway cooperating. There we are. American Heart Association. Um, it's a national leader in cardiovascular research, education, and community health programs, preventing heart disease and strokes. And there's Animal Aid. You can see these are in alphabetical order. Yes, yeah. Uh, they rescue and rehabilitate injured, neglected, and homeless dogs and cats, promoting adoption and responsible pet care. Then there is Base Camp Children's Cancer Foundation. Supports children and families battling cancer with comfort care and community-centered programs. And I'll print all these out on like in a PDF if you want a copy of it, and link to that even from the description. And that way, if you just feel so inclined to give to some of these organizations, you can reach out to them directly. But this is a joint effort right now, as far as we are concerned, for ITEX members. See, next is Be Humanitarian. They support Guatemalan families with nutrition, education, and empowerment programs to break the cycle of poverty. Next is Beds Plus Care. They work to end homelessness in southwestern suburban Cook County through housing, assistance, and support services. Then there's Big Fish Ministries. It's a faith-based recovery program helping individuals overcome addiction and homelessness. Then there is the Boise Rescue Mission, and they provide shelter, meals, and recovery services for individuals experiencing homelessness. See, we have a lot of homelessness in America, even though we were the richest countries in the world. Sort of sad. And there's the Boca Raton Achievement Center. Special education is a special education school serving ages 12 to 22 with autism and related disabilities through academic and life skill training. And then there's the Boys and Girls Club, and they're all over. But the member of this one is Linda R. Uh, and they provide safe, supportive spaces and youth development programs for children and teens. And then there's I'm just in the B, so stick with me. There's the Boys and Girls Club of Truckee Meadows. I don't know where some of these places are, but it doesn't matter. We're all in this together. They serve youth across rural Nevada through mentoring, enrichment programs, meals, and safe community spaces. And then it's Caring by Sharing United. That's a volunteer-based group providing resources, support, and kindness to individuals and families in need. And there's the Central Florida Preparatory School. It's a private school offering academic excellence, character building, and leadership development from preschool through high school. Let's see, let me scroll down some. And there's Chariots for Charity. They facilitate the donation of high value assets like cars, yachts, and real estate to support charitable causes nationwide. Wow. Um, then there's the Chi-Town Pitties in Chi-Town, Chicago, if I'm not mistaken. Pit bulls and bully breed rescues providing safe adoption, education, and lifelong care for dogs in need. Then there's the Christian Life Church, the Island Church. So faith-based community offering worship services, outreach initiatives, and spiritual development programs. And then there's the Chrysalis Women's Transitional Living, provides structured transitional living for women recovering from addiction, helping them rebuild their lives. And there's Citadel Theater, NFP. So nonprofit theater, including professional performances and introducing and producing professional performances and art education in Lake Forest, Illinois. Next, we have the Computer Corps, bridges the digital divide by refurbishing donated electronics and offering community tech training programs. And that's needed in a lot of communities. And there's Courageous and Free, empowers individuals who have experienced trauma through mentorship, education, and healing-based outreach. And there's the Dive Heart Foundation, provides adaptive diving programs for children, adults, and veterans with disabilities to build confidence and independence. And there's the East Side Pregnancy Center, offers education, counseling, and resources for individuals facing unplanned pregnancies. And there is the Faith Works Empowerment Initiative, provides empowerment, education, and community development programs for underserved individuals. There's the famous Fido Rescue and Adoption Alliance, rescues at-risk dogs and cats, providing medical care, rehabilitation, and sanctuary while promoting responsible pet ownership. There's the Fire-Based Movement. Oh, there's a lot of charities. Fire-Based Movement is a faith-based organization using music, service, and community events to inspire positive change. There's Fishing for Life, builds character and community through fishing events and mentorship for youth, families, and veterans. And next we have Fostering Hope Tennessee. See, Fostering Hope Tennessee Incorporated supports foster and adoptive families with resources, training, and community programs. So, um, supports, foster kids or families that are raising foster kids, foster parents. Next is the Great Lakes Christian College. Christian College offering accredited degree programs with small class sizes, mentorship, and scholarship opportunities. And then a lot of you are familiar with Habitat for Humanity. Uh, our President Jimmy Carter, the late Jimmy Carter, supported Habitat for Humanity and actually helped build houses. Habitat for Humanity, this one's in Baldwin County, builds and renovates homes to provide affordable housing for families striving for independence and stability. And then there's Help Us Help Vets, supports veterans through housing, essentials, and programs, improving quality of life. And next we have the Higher Learning Network, provides empowerment programs, workshops, and educational tours to enrich Chicago's urban communities. There's the Hope for Hounds, provides veterinary care and essential resources for dogs owned by individuals experiencing homelessness. So taking care of the dogs of homelessness. There's Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation, empowers at-risk youth and student athletes with mentorship, education, leadership, and growth programs. And there's Love Lines, provides Christian-based outreach, spiritual growth, and community support programs. And there's Love Sammy, it's a suicide prevention and healing nonprofit inspired by Sammy Shea Coburn, offering outreach and developing a healthy sanctuary. And there's Love Thy Neighbor, provides food, clothing, and essential items to individuals in crisis through community outreach. There's the Make a Difference Foundation that serves children in need worldwide and partners with Global Youth Force to empower young leaders. And there is Mama's Hand, supports homeless women and children through shelter, outreach, and long-term stabilization programs. And there's Nurturely, advanced perinatal and infant health equity through research, education, and community support. And that perinature is, I'm not sure what that is actually. supporting women and children, babies. And there's Nurturely, I just read that one. There's the Oldies Preservation Society, supports music preservation and community music initiatives. I thought it was preserving old people like me. Uh, and next, we have One Heart for Women and Children, provides essential resources for families in need while empowering women through education outreach. There's Operation Reconnect, provides essential resource for families in need, provides post-development family vacations for U.S. military members to reconnect and restore family bonds. And military members often experience months, sometimes years away from their families and re reuniting with those families. Often, when the kids grew up without the dad or mom there, it takes some effort to blend the family back together after they deploy, especially in a combat environment. There's Operation Support Our Troops. America ships comfort packages to deployed troops and support veterans and military families. And the Papos Mouse Inc. supports families of children with serious illnesses through financial assistance and community support. And again, I'll put this in a PDF. So if you want to check out some of these organizations, most have websites. You can just go and look at them and see if that's somebody you'd feel inclined to give to. If you are ITEX, of course, you can give your barter dollars. If not, I'm sure they can use regular dollars too. There's Prestige Club of Southwest Broward County here in Florida that I'm familiar with. Supports children and families in need, operates without administrative fees to maximize community impact. There's the Puzzle Solvers, creates educational tools and community programs for individuals with special needs. There's the Redemption Ranch, offers equine assisted therapy and faith-based programs promoting emotional and spiritual healing. If you're not familiar with the term equine, that means horses. And there's Pink, Rescue Pink combats gender-based injustices in India by empowering girls and educating communities. So while ITEX members they're members of business owners across the U.S. and Canada. Some of them seem to be supporting operations in other countries or communities of people that came from those countries. I'm not sure which one with some of these. There is our trade schools. They provide free hands-on vocational training in HVAC, electrical, solar, and skilled trades. And this is certainly going to be needed in the near future as AI displaces a lot of people with the job been taken over by artificial intelligence. So a lot of people are need to learn vocational trades, and this is a good thing. And there's Serenity House, provides nationally recognized substance abuse treatment and long-term recovery programs. I am familiar with Serenity House. I think there's a local one in my area actually. And there's Sharing Connections, provides furniture and household goods to families transitioning from crisis or homelessness. There's Special Spaces, creates dream bedroom makeovers for children battling cancer. And there's the Stapletown Neighborhood Services. Let's see what they do. They transform lives through education and workforce development programs in Grand Rapids, Michigan. There's a Step Up Foundation. They provide inclusive education and disability support programs, helping children and families reach their full potential. And there's the ARC of Lane County. And the ARC of Lane County supports individuals with developmental disabilities through advocacy, services, and family resources. There's the Extended Grace Momentum Center. It's a community hub promoting inclusion, education, and social justice initiatives in Grand Haven, Michigan. And there's the Fig Factory Foundation, empowers young Latinas through mentorship, leadership development, and community engagement. There's the Global Youth Foundation, They empower youth through leadership development and mentoring to inspire positive local and global changes. There's a Jewish Academy. It's a private kindergarten through 12 college prep school, integrating academic excellence with Jewish values. And there's the Wanena Ranch Wild Horse Sanctuary, rescues abused and at-risk wild horses, offering sanctuary rehabilitation and community education. Some of these programs, support the help to rehabilitate the people as much as they do the wild animals. I've watched people learning to work with horses who were being rehabilitated at the same time, prisoners, etc. Then there is the Youth Reach Gulf Coast, and I live on the Gulf Coast. They provide long-term residential recovery and mental programs for young men struggling with addiction. And the last one listed here on this list, which would mean they're the last group of ITEX members that they chose to list for whatever reason. But Youth Services America empowers youth nationwide to lead community service initiatives and social change projects. And as I mentioned in starting this, I am a member of ITEX. I've been a member for over a decade, and we have 25,000 members across the US and Canada, which who support a variety of causes, but we're for-profit and nonprofit. If you'd like information on becoming a member and you operate a for-profit or nonprofit in the US or Canada, uh, feel free to reach out to me. I gave my number earlier, but it's 850-353-1347. Please text that number, and somebody on my team or me will get back to you. What we will need from you, though, eventually is your name, your full name, and your organization or business name, if you have one, your a phone number, either a personal phone number or a business phone number, and an email address, either personal or business. And with that, I have the ability to reach out to you, actually sending an email invitation for you to join ITEX, and it'll give you all the information you need. And with me recommending you, you're more or less, I'm sort of vetting you. So I may ask more questions about what you do, but I'm certainly happy to introduce you to ITEX. It gives me more people to buy goods and services from and sell goods and services too. So I welcome one and all into ITEX as long as you're a reputable business owner and somebody I'd like to do business with that I feel comfortable recommending to other ITEX members. This is Willie Crawford, and I thank you very much for your attention. Uh, it is the giving season now, and this little exercise is just for the next 2 days at ITEX. The management at ITEX will match any gifts, contributing 10% of your gift to these charitable causes. So I'll certainly look through a couple. There's some that are near and dear to me. So I'll probably give a few $1,000. And yeah, I will give a few $1,000. But I'm saving a lot of my ITEX dollars to buy land and real property because ITEX members do offer land and real property to each other. And also, I will buy some media, some advertising from other ITEX members. This is Willie. Thank you for listening to my rambling.